Hello YouTube, welcome to the channel. Now then, first off, I'd like to apologise. I've not been putting much long form content up these days. Just had a lot on various bits and pieces. I mean, it's winter here in the UK, so the nights are drawing in, so by the time I get home from work doing what I need to do, it's dark. Haven't been able to do much, not much been going on. The one RC that I have been using though is my little JJRC Thunderstorm here. Mainly because I can grab a couple of hours or an hour every now and again, go out into the back garden, use the little trail that I've got in the back garden, just have some fun that way. So anyway, one of my subscribers, one of my subscribers mentioned that I should really get some wheel weights for this thing. And although I think this thing is out of the box is pretty good, I really have got no complaints. But he said it will absolutely transform this thing if you put some wheel weights on, and it's probably right. I mean, there are a few sections of the track where it does tend to topple over. I did make a little montage video that I put up as a short a little while ago. Now, it's at this point I reached out to my friends at RC All-Wheel Drive. Now, they have supplied trick bits and pieces in the past for various videos. If you don't know who they are, they basically make trick bits and pieces for crawlers, RCs, all sorts of things. The quality is superb. They really do make some nice stuff. I will leave a link in the description. I basically asked them, did they have any wheel weights for an JJRC Thunderstorm? I always say that if I'm quite prepared to pay for them. I'm not trying to blag a set off them. I just wondered if they've got any. Anyway, they sent me I had a bag arrive the other day, and they've sent me some of their super trick weighted alloy wheels. Now these things, I have opened them. I was going to save them and open them on the video, but these are like a machined aluminium wheel with a brass weight inside with a super sticky soft tyre on. Now there's quite a bit of weight in these, but they are absolutely superbly machined. They are really trick looking pieces of kit, these are, and they've got a decent amount of weight to them as well. So big thumbs up to RC All-Wheel Drive. I've got some other bits and pieces for this that they've sent me as well, so I'm going to make a future video. There's a motor and all sorts of bits and pieces, so if you like these little crawlers, and especially FMS, JJRC, there'll be some interesting videos for you. Anyway, they sent me these wheels, and they are absolutely stunning. I mean, I think they retail for about 55 quid, so they're not cheap. But looking at them, they are split rims as well, but looking at them, they are really nice. I think these are the nicest accessory I think I've ever seen for an RC here on this channel anyway, because they're usually quite tight. But anyway, we're going to bung these on today and basically see what this thing is like. So putting weighted wheels on your crawler is probably one of the easiest mods you'll ever perform. And literally one nut holds the wheel on, take the old one out, remove any detritus that was stuck behind it, and slip the new wheel on. So hopefully it says go on over the wheel hex, should fit. Look at that. Oh, they're stunning, they are. And I tell you what, one thing you don't get an impression of is the weight. They weigh a ton, these do, so I'm not 100% sure of the exact weight, but anyway, I'm going to repeat the exercise on all four wheels, but they're really trick. They are cool looking. Right, all four wheels are on, and they look super trick. They are really nicely made, these things. They weigh an absolute ton as well. I reckon that each one of these wheels must weigh at least 4 of the originals. The only misgiving I have is that hopefully they won't put too much strain on the transmission, because this has only got plastic gears in it. But there is a considerable amount of weight load down now. This thing should not be tipping up, but they do look absolutely mint. A big thumbs up to RC All-Wheel Drive for supplying them. It's well worth the sticker on the side, that is. Anyway, let's go and try it. Right then, outside, let's give it a few easy obstacles first, and then we'll try some of the stuff that I particularly found quite tricky later on. Anyway, here we go. No problem. First impressions, you do have to give it a little bit more of a tug on the throttle to get it going, but those wheel weights are heavy. I'm not surprised. It needs a little bit more of a trigger pull to get going. No problem. It really does seem to press itself into the surface, those tyres, with that extra weight, so I can see where the extra grip's coming from. Nice and sticky, these tyres. No problem. Now then, for me this is going to be the acid test, because on this particular rock the angle, it's probably not that, you're probably not able to tell from the video, but the angle causes the truck to tend to slip off into the water. Now the last few times I've tried it, it was wet, granted, but it normally ends up in the drink. So if we can do this, I know that these wheel weights are worth their weight in gold, no pun intended. Here goes. Like I say, just need a bit more of a trigger pull. Nothing's happening yet. Now normally normally the truck will start to slide. Ooh. Oh, easy. Oh. There we go. Wow, what a difference. Chalk and cheese. Right, let's see what it's like when we get these tyres wet, what sort of grip we end up with. Oh, and it might need a bit more on the drag brake, I think, with the extra weight. Easy. Oh, go on. No problem. Let's just try this bit, because this bit again is notoriously difficult with the original wheels. Can be done, but it is quite tricky. Of course, we've just shifted that centre of gravity down that much further. Now, if it had the original wheels on, that would have gone. Oh, it's going to go, that is. Oh my god, that is amazing. It is dry at the moment, so the conditions are a little bit better than they have been previous. But it was at this point that this thing generally toppled over into the hole. Ooh. Rock steady. Right then, back inside, what do we think of the little set of weighted alloy wheels that RC All-Wheel Drive sent me? Let's have some good and bad points, shall we? Because it's not clear cut, although to be honest, there is a net benefit to using them. The biggest drawback I've noticed with using them is because they are heavy. I mean, really heavy. I mean, I wouldn't even be surprised if they double the weight of the truck. You do lose a little bit of low down throttle modulation stroke control, because it just takes a little bit extra to get this thing going, and it's only a little 180 motor in these little RCs, so it's only a small motor, and just to get that little bit of extra inertia you do have to give it a bit more of a tug on the throttle. You still can have a nice crawl, but it's not as refined as the old wheels and tyres. Also, I did notice that I'm going to have to adjust the drag brake on this thing, because at the moment it's set to 50%. With these wheels and tyres, obviously the truck is heavier. It could do with being 100%, to be honest, because it does roll downhill even with the drag brake on. Right then, let's have some good points. Well, the good points are that it does adjust the centre of gravity, or make the centre of gravity of this thing much lower, so it just doesn't tip up as often. I mean, I don't think I actually got this thing to tip up all the time I was out. So the wheel weights are moving that weight lower down, and they are doing the job they're supposed to. The second good point is they do look absolutely fabulous. These things are really well made, really nicely machined. They are split rims, so you can change the tyres on at any time. They do look mint on the truck, I think you'll agree. And they do help the off-road performance. If crawling's your bag, then I would strongly suggest you get a set of these. They're not the cheapest things in the world. I think they're on the website at the moment for 55 quid, which would probably make them about $65, which is getting close to the price of the truck, to be truthful, but they do have a big impact on this thing's crawling potential. What this thing needs now is a larger motor, I think, to give it a bit of extra grunt with those weights, and I think that might be one of the next videos. But on the balance of things, I would heartily recommend these. This wheel and tyre combination allowed me to clamber up several obstacles that I would normally have trouble with. So I'm going to say yeah, to get a big thumbs up from me. As ever, I will leave a link in the description to where you can go and get these wheels and tyres from. RC All-Wheel Drive not only do wheels and tyres, they do loads of other trick bits and pieces. And if you like RCs, I would strongly suggest their website is definitely worth a visit. They've got loads. Anyway, if you found the video of some use and interest, please give it a big thumbs up. And if you're feeling that way inclined, hit that subscribe button for more similar future content. Once again, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you again very soon. Thank you.